Hi, my name is Nick Yaconetti. This is my family. And I'm going to be telling a personal story about an injury I had in high school. In high school, I wrestled, and it was my senior year, and it was just coming up on the postseason. In the postseason, you have districts, and if you take at least fourth, you get to go to regionals, and if you take at least fourth there, you get to go to state. So about 2 weeks before the district tournament, I had been feeling kind of sick with a sore throat, and it just wasn't going away. And the day before districts, I had a half day at school. So my dad decided to take me to the doctor's office to see if they could figure out what was wrong with my throat. Well, they couldn't find anything, and they wanted to take a blood sample. But I am terrified of needles. Like, it's my one real phobia. And for those of you who don't know, in wrestling there's weight classes, so that someone who weighs like 100 pounds doesn't have to wrestle someone 3 times their size. So what a lot of wrestlers, myself included, do is they diet to keep their weight down as low as possible. Well, with the lack of food combined with the loss of blood, the wooziness I felt from having a needle stuck in my arm was a lot worse than usual. So much so that on the way out, I actually fainted. And as I was about to fall forward, my dad went to go catch me, my knees buckled, and I fell backwards instead. And my head just bounced right off the floor. I woke up having no idea what happened, with a splitting headache and surrounded by doctors, and they told me they thought I had a concussion. My first question was, am I going to be able to wrestle tomorrow? And they told me there was no way they could allow that. I was pretty distraught, because if I didn't wrestle in districts, I wouldn't get to go to state, and I'd been training for this since middle school. And they told me, I'll tell you what, you can come in tomorrow and we'll see if we can clear you after that. And so I went home, and the next day we came in and I took the test, and they pretty much told me if I had shown any of the symptoms, they weren't going to clear me. And I was really upset, and I know this wasn't the best idea, but we decided to go to a walk-in clinic to see if I could get a second opinion. If I'm being perfectly honest, I kind of fudged the truth a little bit on their questions. Does your head hurt? No, not at all. Do you feel dizzy? Not a bit. And so I got cleared, and we just zipped through traffic to try and get to the tournament on time. And we actually got there just as the weigh-ins were about to end. And I ran up with my little doctor's note, and I weighed in, and I made weight, and I actually ended up winning that tournament. I went on to regionals and then to state, and I ended up being number 6 in the state. And I know it was sort of a risky decision to make, but had I not done it, I would have regretted it every day since.